There is a popular saying in leadership that if you think you're leading and there's nobody following you, you are only going on a walk. On this platform, you are going to learn principles of leadership. You are going to encounter different leaders. You are going to learn about how you can grow as a leader, how you can make an impact. My name is Ayim, and I'm the host for the leadership platform. I am a leadership coach, a lawyer by profession, a John C. Maxwell certified coach. I have been in corporate life in senior positions for several years, and now I run the Center for Transformational Leadership, where we train and coach leaders to become better leaders. And I invite you to go on a journey with us as we discuss the subject of leadership in the coming weeks.
This and every Saturday, you have opportunity to ask questions, share your views on important leadership matters.
Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have a goal for your life? And will your goal be realized? What do you need to realize it? Is the goal your own? Have you counted the costs of that goal? Do you know what you need to be able to achieve that goal? Do you really want to be successful at achieving that goal? My name is Ayim, CEO of the Center for Transformational Leadership in Africa, and I personally want to invite you to our upcoming masterclass, Put Your Dream to the Test. It's a set of questions that we're going to give you answers to ahead concerning your vision, your dream, so that you are sure that your vision and your dream will be achieved. Make a date with us and register, because it's going to give you the resources, the ideas, the tools that will ensure that your dreams don't remain as dreams, your goals don't remain as goals, but that they are achievable. Make a date with us, register now for our masterclass, and you will not regret it.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are joining us. This is the leadership platform from the CTL Africa Leadership Training and the Transformational Leadership for Leaders in Accra. And we've come to you this year, 2022. First of all, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. In Ghana, we say Afishiapa. We say Afi Ayane Ebani Nawo. In French, we'll say Bonne année. So here we are again with the first edition of our leadership platform for 2022. Welcome to those of us who are here for the first time. I would like you to drop your name in the chat. Tell us where you are joining us from, and we'll be able to welcome you as it is our custom. My name is Sarah Jessie Appiah, and I am going to be your host today. So welcome. We have been with you. This is our third year running the leadership platform. So those of you who have been with us for the whole 2 years, going into our third year, we would like you to drop in the chat what you have learned so far and what you are looking forward to learning with us this year. Because when we know what you will want us to talk about, it makes it easier for us to meet your needs. So let's see what you have learned last year, the year before, and what you hope to learn in the coming year. As you're putting it in the chat, I can see here with us BT Wi-Fi, that is Benjamin Joseph Kofi Oduro. Welcome. You say welcome to all, Benjamin. Welcome to you as well. Ebenezer Yebuatufo is also here with us, joining us all the way from France in Toulouse. And we have Victoria Tufo, who says, a good evening to me and many happy returns to our season's greetings. So welcome, welcome. Let's see more of you. Drop in the chat box your greetings, where you're joining us from, and we will be soon inviting our host, normally for this leadership platform, who will be our guest speaker today, Mr. Samuel Kumi Ayim, who is the host, as I said, and also the CEO for CTL Africa, which is the Center for Transformational Leadership Africa. So Sam will be talking to us about the topic, Sam, the power of focusing in the future. Yes, Diana, welcome. Many happy returns. Thank you, Diana. And as Sam gets ready to speak to us, as I said, he is the CEO, he's a lawyer by profession, he's a certified John C. Maxwell coach, and he sits on a lot of boards in Ghana. He's prepared this meal for us today, so I want all of you to get ready, put your phones on silence, and consecrate the time that you have here that we don't take for granted with us as Sam comes onto the screen. Sam, if you are ready, just let me know, and I will give the floor to you to give us the meal that you have prepared for the first time this year. Over to you, Sam.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody who is connected to us, and Happy New Year. We are confident that you had a good time during Christmas and that the year 2022 has begun very well for you. Whatever your answer is, we trust that God is going to be with us, and we are confident of the future. And that is why this evening we are going to talk a bit about the future. We believe that God is going to take us through all the days and hours and minutes of 2021 and that 2022 rather, and that 2022 is going to be better, bigger, brighter, more blessed than we have ever experienced. Nothing we have experienced in our lives is going to be better. So let me share my screen quickly and let's begin. And for those of you who are new, just introduce yourself. Those of you who are connected, share the link to your friends and invite them to join us to be able to learn with us. So I'm going to share my screen shortly. Let me try to do that and see what we're going to discuss today. All right, Sarah, let me know if you see my screen. Just say yes, you see it, and then
Yes, I do.
okay. All right. So if you see my screen, we are going to discuss this evening the power of focusing on the future. And we are talking about focusing on the future because we are in a new year. We are in a new year. There are several years behind us, some of us 50 years, some of us 60, some of us 40, some of you 20, 25 years behind you. The year 2022 is a brand new year. We know what happened in 2021 and 2020 with Corona changing our lives and bringing new methods of working, even relationships. We cannot even hug anymore. We cannot shake hands anymore. We walk around on the streets with our faces covered with masks and so on. We carry with us sanitizers, which we didn't have to. Those of us from the village who didn't wash our hands before we ate, today we are required to wash our hands several times. Those things are in the past. In your past year, some of you were probably very successful, and some of you, in spite of COVID, you probably achieved things you have never achieved before. But some of us also may not have achieved what we set our hearts to do at the beginning of 2021. And so 2021 has gone for us to be a very difficult year. Some of us lost relationships. Some of us have relatives sick and we have to care for them. Some of us lost jobs and so on and so forth. Some of us got sicknesses that we didn't know where they came from. Some of us were sick and healed. So it's a mixture, and I'm sure that those of us on the call this evening will have different experience of what 2021 was for us. But thank God we are at the verge of a new year, a brand new year, a clean slate for all of us to begin to write another story for the future. So we thought that it would be very good for us to start this series this year with this subject of focusing on the future. And this evening, I'm going to do something very, very simple. My objective is to inspire us to believe in tomorrow and to share some powerful ideas from powerful leaders and just to call on us to begin to act now so that we will be able to achieve what we set for us. Whatever you have set for yourself for 2022, it's only known to you and God. But we believe that if you begin to work at it from now, you will be able to achieve it. All right. So this is how I want to start. And I'm going to start from the Bible because this subject of looking into the future, probably the most powerful expression of that idea was was by the Apostle Paul. And for those of you listeners who may not be Christians, this is just if you want, don't feel uncomfortable. The Bible is the greatest book ever written, and it's the greatest book which has had so many commentary. Life is governed by the Bible. The world has been changed by the Bible. So you may not believe exactly the Bible, but the message, the sense, the wisdom of the words of what is written there makes sense to everybody, whether you are a Christian or not a Christian. And so just bear with us as we share these ideas. And as we go along, I'm going to share other ideas because if you talk leadership, if you talk life, if you talk success, if you talk the future, some of the most powerful ideas can also be found in the Bible, and I believe in other religious books as well. So, Paul the Apostle, those of you who are Christians know him very well, and we're not going to go too much. But this is a guy who is reputed to have built many churches than any of the apostles. He was not part of the 12, but when he was called to the ministry, he did such a great work. And at one point, he was in prison. And in fact, he wrote a lot more books in the New Testament than any other person. And several of his books in the New Testament, he wrote them when he was in prison. And the book of Philippians is one of those books where the apostle was in prison and he was writing to encourage people, Christians who were outside. And in the course of that discussion, he makes this very, very powerful statement. And he says to the Christians who were worried, who were not sure what was going to happen to them, who was not sure what was going to happen to Paul, he said to them, not that I have already obtained all this or have already arrived at my goal, but I press on to take hold of that for which Christ took hold of me. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind, and straining towards what is ahead. I press on towards the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Now, this is so powerful. This apostle has suffered so many things in the past, and some people would have been discouraged. And he was in prison, his freedom was curtailed. But he writes to us to encourage us and says, look, whatever has happened to me is in the past. I do not consider that I have finished my job, but there is one thing that I do, and this he's doing every day. I forget what is behind and I strive towards what is ahead. And that is the idea that we want to nurture this evening. That whatever the past is for you, whether it is good, whether it's successful, whether it was crazy, the good things that may have happened in 2021, whatever they are, they cannot surpass the goal of what you can achieve in 2022, 2023, and beyond. The future is better and brighter no matter how good the past is. Again, no matter how bad the past is, the future will be better. And that is the idea we want to share with you. Now, the life as we live it is lived in 3 time zones. And philosophers have grappled with this concept of timing. And so whatever the time is, we can classify it into 3 zones: the past, the present, and the future. And philosophers and philosophies abound regarding the place of the past, the place of the present, and the place of the future. And I share a few of some of those thoughts here with you. John F. Kennedy says, change is the law of life.
Sam,
And those, yes.
we cannot see the slides.
Oh, you cannot see the slides.
No, we cannot see the slides.
Oh, sorry. Let me just try again and see if we can make it better. All right. So let me. Okay. 1 minute. Can you see now?
Yes, we can see now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Sarah. All right. So the first slide that I showed was a quotation from the book of Philippians in the Bible, which is Philippians chapter 3, verse 12 to 14, where Paul is saying that he's forgetting the past and striving towards the future. And this slide, I'm sharing with you a few ideas and quotation from other people on the 3 time zones: the past, the present, and the future, and the philosophies and the ideas which have driven people's behavior and people's life. And J.F. Kennedy says, change is the law of life. We live in a changing world. Every day we are seeing change. But he says those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. Now, there you have the 3 time zones: the past, the present, and the future. And he's trying to let us see the relationships and how they affect our lives. We are in a constant change, moment after moment. And even when we joined a few minutes ago, there was a past, there was a present, and there was a future. There was just a time when Sarah just told me, I'm not seeing the slide. And now she's seen the slides. And we are going into the future. John F. Kennedy is saying that if you look only to the past or to the present, then you are going to miss the future. What that means is that, yes, you can look at the past, you can look at the present, but also to get a better life, you have to look at the future. Robert Plant says the past is a stepping stone, not a millstone. Now, the past is supposed to help us go forward. 2021, whatever happened, is a stepping stone, whether good or bad. It is supposed to prepare us forward. It is not a millstone. It is not something we should hang on our head to give us weight so that we are not able to move forward. Eckhart Tolle, and I like his book, The Power of Now, where he focuses on the power of the present and concentration and reflection and how that can give you energy for the future. He says the past has no power over the present moment. And we're going to talk a bit about that. So we have the past and we have the present there. Buddha says, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present. And that's another philosophy. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Just worry about the present. I remember when we shared the flyers, one of my schoolmate platforms, one of my former schoolmates sent a message on the platform and said, Sam, why should I be dreaming? Why should I think of the future? I just want to live my life now. That is a philosophy. I mean, don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just enjoy life today. People live that kind of philosophy. So it is something that we have to be aware of. The past, Janice Dickinson says, the past explains how we got here, but the future is up to me. And I love to live life at full throttle. The past will explain how we get what you did in the past is why you are where you are. You made a decision a few minutes ago to join this platform. That is why you are on this platform right now. And beyond that, your whole life as it is, whether you're married, whether you have children, whether you have work, whether you have no work, whether you're in business, whatever you are doing now, it's because of what you decided yesterday. And that is what has brought you here. These three time zones will continue to knock on our doors every now and then. But this evening, our encouragement is for us to choose the future. So, this is a statement by an unknown author which says, the past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. So 2021 is gone. Some of us, as we said, may be worried and thinking about what happened, but we cannot change anything that happened in 2021. Nothing. The challenges, the problems, the difficulties, you cannot change them. The good things, the joys, the happiness, there again, you cannot change them. Whatever 2021 gave you is past and gone. The good news is that the future is in our power, and that is what we want to encourage you. Why should we focus on the future? And I'm going to share just 7 ideas why the future is so powerful and why we should focus on the future and why the future bodes the best for us. 7 ideas, and we would discuss after I have done these 7 ideas presented to you. The first reason why we should focus on the future is that you reveal your potential by where you focus. You reveal your potential by where you focus. Now, if you're focusing on the past, what you are saying is that the best you can have is behind you. What you are saying is that you're not capable of improving whatever you have done. My mentor, John C. Maxwell, used to say when people ask him which of his books are his favorite, which of his books are the best, and he would always say that his best book is the one he's writing now. And he would say that if you are happy about what happened, what you achieved yesterday, and you feel better about what you did yesterday than what you're doing today, then life makes no sense. You're better dead, because the rest of your life is not going to be an improvement. So if you're focusing on the past, you're just saying that I have nothing more, I have no more energy, I cannot achieve anything, I've exhausted my potential, and that is me, my life is finished. But when you focus on the future, what you are saying is that you are capable of achieving more than you have achieved in the past, and that life can be better, bigger, and brighter in the future. And the best idea on this, in my view, is when Jesus Christ says in the Bible here again, do not store up yourself treasures on earth, where moth and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but store up yourself treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in to steal. Yes, for religious, Christian, spiritual people, you would say that this is talking about heaven. In the future, where we die, that's where we are going to go. But let me tell you, this also has implication for now and tomorrow. What this means is that for me, the earth represents now and yesterday. The things that have happened, the things that you have today, those things can be destroyed and can pass away. And the past, like a thief, can steal your joy today. You can deprive yourself of the joy you have by just over concentrating and worrying of the past, of the things of this earth, or the problems and the challenges that you are going through now. But if you invest your energies, your time, your resources, your thinking power into what you can become tomorrow, then you are guaranteeing a better future. And this is how I understand Jesus on that higher spiritual level. So, first point, focus on tomorrow enables you to expand your potential, your energy, enables you to do things better than you did yesterday, gives you that power and fuel to live a better life. So do not focus on yesterday, focus on tomorrow, because that is where your potential is enhanced. So the question is your yesterday your best day? If that is, then that's the end of your life. Better maybe call the whatever they are called to come and do your funeral for you. Okay. All right. So that's number one. Number two, why should we focus on the future? Because the future comes so fast. Now, we just started 2022, and what day is it today? Day number 8. 2022, just at 31st night, people were making resolutions and making decisions what 2022 is going to give us. Now we are on day 8 already, 365 days. We don't have any more 365 days. So what that means is that if you focus on the future and you know that at 325 days, the future is coming so fast, what that means is that you need to act fast now. That is the energy that focusing on the future gives you. So you focus on 365, then you're going to do things in 365. Today, 8 days is gone, so you don't have 365 anymore. You have 358, 357. What are you doing right now? That is the energy that the future gives you, because you understand that the future is coming so fast. It doesn't delay. All right. And this Walt Disney, who is the founder of Disney World, says, in this volatile business of ours, we can ill afford to rest on our laurels, even to pause in retrospect. Times and conditions change so rapidly that we must keep our aims constantly focused on the future. And this is so powerful. I mean, things are changing so fast around us. Make the decisions. Go. You don't have the time. He says, even to pause in retrospect. Don't waste your energy thinking and worrying about the past. The best you can get from the past is learn the lessons and let it energize you for tomorrow. The future comes so fast, so fast. I was just, I mean, looking at my children and they were just telling me I have gray in my hair. And I was just, where did the gray come from? And I just checked the calendar and I'm running into 58 this year. Just a few years ago when I was born, struggling and walking in a village and trying to, catch some rabbits and snails in the bush, I look back and so quickly I'm running into 60. And maybe you are looking at yourself. Check your age. You're not that 10-year-old boy anymore. You're not 20 anymore. You're not 30 anymore. You're not 40 anymore. You're running into 50, into 60, into 70. Life is running so fast. So when you focus on what the future holds, you are able to make the best of life that is running fast. So that is the reason number two. The power number two in the future enables you to focus and do what you have to do. Number three, reason why we should focus on the future and not the past and the future together, or not focus on all the three, is because a double-minded focus depletes your energy. When you want to focus on what you can achieve tomorrow, but at the same time, you are thinking about all the negative things that happened yesterday, or even all the good things that happened yesterday, what happens is that your energy is divided. Your focus is divided. And the energy to work for today and tomorrow is depleted because you're focusing some of the energy, the emotional energy, the thinking energy, the resources, the powers that you could have mobilized for today and tomorrow. What are you doing? You are just wasting all that energy thinking about tomorrow. A double-minded focus depletes your energy. In fact, somewhere in the Bible, the Bible says that a double-minded person will not receive anything. It says some people pray and they don't get it. They don't receive it because they doubt. They don't believe. And they doubt, they don't believe. They are double-minded. And he says a double-minded person will not receive anything from God. A double-minded person will not receive anything from the universe. A double-minded person will not receive anything from the future. Why? Because your energy is depleted and your abilities are weakened by just dispersing that energy, thinking about yesterday and thinking about tomorrow and today and the worries around you. Alpha A. Timbo, in his book The Ambition, says, champions don't think twice about their future. They know it's going to come anyhow, and so they prepare for it. Champions don't think twice about the future. They are not double-minded. They are confident about the future. They are single focus. Focus gives you more energy. It gives you more concentration. Look at the goldsmith. When they want to, they want to refine gold, they'll put it into the fire and they focus the heat on it. They focus hard on it. Look at the welders. When the welder wants to straighten something or cut something, what do? They focus the energy on it. Look at the farmer who has who has to cut down a tree, and the axe. How does he do it? He concentrates energy at one point until that tree is felled. That is the power of focus. And that is what focusing on the future can do for you. It gives you more energy, it gives you single-mindedness. So that is reason number three, the power number three in the future. Number four reason why we should focus on the future is that until you believe in yourself, you will not believe in the future. In other words, focusing on the future is a sign of your faith in yourself. It's a manifestation that you believe in your abilities, you believe in your personhood, you believe in your capacities. So until you believe in yourself, you will not believe in the future. Why is it so? If you don't believe in your abilities, in your powers that God has given to you, if you don't believe that you can change your circumstances, if you don't believe that you can recreate your life, then you despair. And many people who commit suicide, they commit suicide, and in most of their suicide notes, they will say, life is finished. I am no more. I am useless. I can see that there's no, it's not worth living anymore. That is the lowest level of faith in yourself. When you don't believe in yourself, you cannot believe in the future. An unknown writer says, a bird sitting in a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is not in the branch, but in its wings. The bird sitting on top of a branch is not afraid that the branch is going to break apart. Why? Because the branch is confident in its wings, that when the branch is falling apart, they'll be able to fly away. God has put so much power in us. God has given us dominion. He has given the energy to multiply, to subdue, to overcome the world, to overcome our circumstances. God created us in his own image, which what that means is that we have the power to create and recreate things. So don't underestimate your abilities. Charles Darwin says, a moral being, which is what God created us, is one who is capable of reflecting on his past actions and their motives, who is capable of approving some and disapproving others. So you may have done things in the past which are wrong. Yes, why? You're a human being. You made mistakes in the past. And so what? You are a human being. Nobody would be perfect to do all things right. So believe in yourself. That way you can believe in your future. That is the fourth point. The fifth point, reason why we should focus on the future and get the power of the future, is that losers yearn for the past and get stuck in it. Winners learn from the past and let go of it. Losers are always looking at the good of the past, how the past was good, and the good old days, and how things were better and they were better off. But that is a losing mentality. When you are winning, you learn from the past, you let go of the past, and you focus on the future. So if you're here today and you're just whining about the past and worried about what happened in the past and getting trapped, it means you are undergoing a loser mentality. Let go of that past and focus on the future. Thomas Jefferson says, I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. So stop talking about how good the past is, how successful the past is, how good your former boyfriend is, how better your past job was, how beautiful your previous house was, and all that, or how bad things were, and so on and so forth. And just focus on the future. Dream the future. And that is what you can get. All right. Number 6, and we're getting to the end. Why should we focus? What is the power in the future? It is because it is better to construct the future than to banish the past. It is better to construct the future than to banish the past. Robin Sharma, a good writer on relationship and people and so forth, says, stop being a prisoner of your past. Become the architect of your future. Stop being the prisoner of your past. The past is gone. And we are cursing the past. We're cursing your former husband. You're cursing your father. You're cursing your mother. You're cursing your former employee. And we're trying to bind the things of the past and all that. That energy that you're using to bind all the curses of the past, that energy can better be used to construct your future, to build your future. That is the power you have, because the past will drain you, but the future will pull you up. and give you energy. Number 7 reason why the future is important to focus on the future is this. The future is the time when you wish you had done what you are not doing now. The future is the time when you wish you had done when you wish you had done what you are not doing now. Now, one thing that you can do for yourself is to push you ahead, is to think 5 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and ask yourself, what could I have done? 5 years from now, what could I have done? And start doing that thing right now. John Maxwell has a book entitled Today Matters. And the essence of that is that whatever you are doing today is building your future. You can be sure of the future by doing the right things today. That is the power of tomorrow. Because once you believe that tomorrow can be better, and you know that tomorrow is being built today, then you would exercise all your energies. Bill King says, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. Today is the gift of God. That is why we call it the present. And today is the present, the gift that enables us to unlock the mystery of tomorrow. Today is the key, is the present that will enable us to understand yesterday. But what we are doing today, the lessons we are learning today, is what is going to help us to unlock the mysteries. So 2022 is ahead of us. What are you thinking about? What is the power that you have in your hands for 2022? Now, my last slide. Look at Martin Luther King, look at Barack Obama, and look at Nelson Mandela. What do all these three people have in common? All these three men, and there are several other people, live at a present circumstance in situations that were terrible, discriminated against, despised, misused, and abused. But these men did not look onto the present and the past circumstances and gotten themselves immobilized. These men believed in the future, and that is what helped them to make the change, the contribution that they made. That is how Martin Luther King could say, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men are born and created equal. And Barack Obama will say, we choose hope over fear. We see the future not as something out of our control, but as something we can shape for the better through concerted and collective effort. And the man who spent 27 years in prison fighting for the future, Nelson Mandela, he said, it always seems impossible until it is done. And that is so powerful. It seems impossible. As we sit here, there are ideas, there are dreams, there are things in your mind that you want to achieve, and you're not sure what is going to happen. And you think it is impossible. People are telling you you can't do it. You're too young, you're too old, you're too whatever, you're a woman, you're a man, whatever, you're black, you can achieve it. Only white people can do that. No. It seems impossible until you have done it. And many people have done it. And Nelson will say, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Ladies and gentlemen, we are powerful beyond measure. God has invested his spirit in us. God has created us in his image. God has given us opportunities and given us tomorrow. He's given us 2022. This year, we have a lot of things in store for you on this platform. We have a lot of things in store for you at the Center for Transformational Leadership, for you, for your homes, for your businesses and your companies, for your personal development. We are going to come your way because we believe that this is the only way we can change our future. This is the only way we can change the future of our continent. This is the only way we can change the future of our country. So I encourage you to focus on the future because we are powerful beyond measure. And tomorrow is in our hands. It is up to us what we do with it. God bless you and keep with us. I want to call you again and invite you to join our last session of Put Your Dream to the Test, which is starting on Monday. If you haven't registered, please go ahead and register and pay, and let us look at what we can do to put our dreams to the future, how we can take hold of the future and build our lives better in 2022. This is the focus for the year, and we want to thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for hosting this for us, and thank everybody who is on the call. Please share this to your friends because we believe the future is better than now. It is better, bigger, and brighter. God bless you.
Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have a goal for your life? And will your goal be realized? What do you need to realize it? Is the goal your own? Have you counted the costs of that goal? Do you know what you need to be able to achieve that goal? Do you really want to be successful at achieving that goal? My name is Samuel Ayim, CEO of the Center for Transformational Leadership in Africa, and I personally want to invite you to our upcoming masterclass, Put Your Dream to the Test. It's a set of questions that we're going to give you answers to ahead concerning your vision, your dream, so that you are sure that your vision and your dream will be achieved. Make a date with us and register, because it's going to give you the resources, the ideas, the tools that will ensure that your dreams don't remain as dreams, your goals don't remain as goals, but that they are achievable. Make a date with us, register now for our masterclass, and you will not regret it.
Thank you so much, Sam, for this powerful presentation. And I can see quite a lot of comments that are coming in. We have William Glay that says that I am grateful for this lesson. God bless you, Sam. And Ebenezer Tufor says, this is so insightful. This is so energizing and motivational to start the year with. Thank you, CTL. Thank you, Mr. Ayim. And Jerry Boachi Dankwa says, great to be back. Yes, we are grateful to have you with us, Jerry. And Victoria Tufor says, this is marvelous, great presentation. Thanks to CTL team. And Nana Tele Latte says, very inspiring. Thank you so much, Mr. Ayim. And Diana says, wow. So many comments. Please keep your comments coming. Let us know what are your biggest takeaway from the 7 points and keys that Sam shared with us. And if you have questions that you would like Sam to address so that you can practicalize these 7 keys, please put them in the chat. And Sam, thank you so much. I took away, let me see, what I really love was we see the future as something that we can shape. It is not impossible for us to do anything. We are greater or we are more powerful beyond measure. That is my greatest takeaway. But I have so many 2 pages of notes that I've taken all the 7 points, and I'll encourage all of us to really do watch the replay when we have it posted on our YouTube and the YouTube site as well as the website of CTL. And I'll encourage you to share this lesson to all people within your family and amongst your networks. So let's see whether anybody has any questions. All I can see some right now are comments that people have really been inspired and motivated by this powerful presentation. So thank you once again. So what time is it? We still have more time for us to interact with Mr. Ayim. So please let your comments flow. Some whilst we are waiting for them to come up with their comments and questions, if you have anything more to add, we'll be happy to give you the floor again. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm not sure I've seen all the comments, but I can see Ebenezer Tufo says, this is so insightful. This is so energizing and motivational to start the year with. Thank you, CTL. And thank you, Ebenezer. Thank you for always being there, connecting here and there. Sarah, I so believe in this because, and I've said this on this platform, I mean, those of you who connect, I have told you the story of my background and where I came from. And somehow, as a child growing up in my village, walking 7 kilometers to go to school, I just felt that there was some better future ahead. And no matter the challenges, it was raining, it was whatever, I would go to school. And, there was no money. But I still believe that there was something in the future. Somehow that inspiration was in me. And today, what we are doing at, at the Center for Transformational Leadership, Sarah, when I quit my job and I wanted to do this, my former boss, when he asked me what I was going to do, and I said I was going to do leadership development, he just looked at me and said, Sam, just be serious. And there's, so many people didn't believe. I mean, when we started hosting Live to Lead, I mean, some of our colleagues said that, look, I mean, people, Sam, you're going to waste your money, you're going to pay your Maxwell and to host Live to Lead. You won't get people to participate in Live to Lead. But we know that today we have had more than 3,000 people who have participated in Live to Lead, and we have repeat people, and people always want to come to Live to Lead, even when it was physical, even the virtual one, people, because we believe so much, guys. So many of us, there's so many bad things have happened to us that it makes it difficult to believe that there can be something better in the future. I just want to encourage you that, look, some of us, our lives is just a manifestation of what God can do for us in the future, because there's no reason why we should be where we are. There should be no reason why we should be enjoying what we are enjoying. In fact, there's no reason why I should be the one sharing these ideas for you, because we're all against me and several other young people in our villages who are struggling. The whole school, there was only one teacher teaching primary 1, 2, 3, 4. He would teach a little here, a little there. You had only one book. And, to read, you read one line, you pass the book to another person, you read another one. I mean, there was no reason why we should be where we are today. But the faith in the future, the confidence that the future can change, that is what propelled me. And that is what is energizing me in whatever I'm doing now. Because I so believe in the African. I so believe in Ghana. No matter, our politicians can fight in parliament, no matter what they do, whatever the policies are, ladies and gentlemen, the future for our country is better than we are seeing now. Yes, there are so many things that can get us despair, but we cannot lose heart. The continent of Africa can do better. And I see every day young people doing wonderful things. in our country, doing wonderful things across Africa. So I just want to encourage everybody that if we have come this far, oh yes, we can go even further. We can go farther than we are. So don't be discouraged. Keep going. No matter your small beginnings, God can make you great. And that is what I can add, Sarah, to encourage all of us to focus on the future. Because the
Wonderful.
future
And
is better,
yeah,
bigger, and brighter.
better, bigger,
Thank you.
and brighter. So the three B's, as Sam has given it to us, and I can see Amos who is saying, "Thanks so much for giving us the right startup for the new year. God bless you, brother Ayim." So Sam has given us a good startup. I know we are all gingered, and we will not go and sit down on this great lesson, but we will re-listen. We'll re-listen to the recording. Take notes, practicalize it. Don't sit down, learn it, but please put it into practice. Victoria says, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, it's really awesome. And let me see, we are almost at the top of the hour. And if we don't have any more comments or questions, we will maybe call it a night. Let me see. Jerry here says, great starter for 2022. Thanks, Senior Sam. So, Sam, everyone is commending and they are energized, they are motivated for us to really take on 2022. So, I ask Kofi to play the advert for Put Your Dream to the Test. As Sam says, we are starting that on Monday. So please sign up, put your dream to the test, things that you have in your heart, ideas that you have, come and learn ways of how you can practicalize them and make sure that you make 2022 bigger, brighter, and great. Kofi, over to you.
Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have a goal for your life? And will your goal be realized? What do you need to realize it? Is the goal your own? Have you counted the costs of that goal? Do you know what you need to be able to achieve that goal? Do you really want to be successful at achieving that goal? My name is Samuel Ayim, CEO of the Center for Transformational Leadership in Africa, and I personally want to invite you to our upcoming masterclass, Put Your Dream to the Test. It's a set of questions that we're going to give you answers to ahead concerning your vision, your dream, so that you are sure that your vision and your dream will be achieved. Make a date with us and register, because it's going to give you the resources, the ideas, the tools that will ensure that your dreams don't remain as dreams, your goals don't remain as goals, but that they are achievable. Make a date with us, register now for our masterclass, and you will not regret it.
Thank you, Kofi, and thank you to all our viewers and all those who participated actively in sharing their comments. Josh Sintim says he is happy once again to be here. And yes, we are also happy to have you with us and all people who joined us, whether you commented or not. This year, let's set the intention that as we share from our guest speakers, you will also share with us what you are learning so we can also learn from you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll give the floor to Sam to say bye-bye to all of you. And we'll hope to see you again next week, where we'll bring you another edition of your favorite platform, the leadership platform sponsored by CTL Africa. Sam, for you to say your goodbye to our esteemed viewers and participants.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much, and thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kofi, for supporting from the background. Thank you, Mami. Thank you, all the team members of CTL for all the good work. And we wish all of you a very, very happy 2022, a very successful 2022. That God would energize us and bring out the best in all of us. Have a good night. God bless you. Next week we have another powerful. This week, actually, this month, we have lots of good things for you. So just sign up, share the link, subscribe to our YouTube channels, and like our pages so that we can get more people benefiting. God bless you. Have a good night.
Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have a goal for your life? And will your goal be realized? What do you need to realize it? Is the goal your own? Have you counted the costs of that goal? Do you know what you need to be able to achieve that goal? Do you really want to be successful at achieving that goal? My name is Samuel Ayim, CEO of the Center for Transformational Leadership in Africa, and I personally want to invite you to our upcoming masterclass, Put Your Dream to the Test. It's a set of questions that we're going to give you answers to ahead concerning your vision, your dream, so that you are sure that your vision and your dream will be achieved. Make a date with us and register, because it's going to give you the resources, the ideas, the tools that would ensure that your dreams don't remain as dreams, your goals don't remain as goals, but that they are achievable. Make a date with us, register now for our masterclass, and you will not regret it.